They come here and they see children their own age with a guitar, with a flute, with a violin, studying music, loving it.
Here we go. 1, 2.
I know that John and Letitia are incredibly happy with how the Carter Center has turned out, with how we've been able to transform the Philharmonic Orchestra and Music School.
I knew about the Carters long before I ever laid eyes on them because they don't want the limelight. They are just going about doing good work quietly and thoughtfully and looking after the well-being of our community.
And I think you can see a pattern in all of the giving that the Carters do throughout the community.
At WRNI.
John and Letitia and I were all on the board of the radio station together. For WRNI, it was clear that they, particularly because we were just starting out, they were deeply committed to the station and willing to even to go to board meetings because it was so important to make sure that we got it off the ground.
You're listening to WRNI, Rhode Island's NPR news station. We're funded by you, our listeners, and by...
John and Letitia are two of the most inspirational people I've ever met. The amount of time and effort that they have put into making our community a better place is truly, it's mind-boggling.
You know, what strikes me about the Carters is there are two things, the generosity and then modesty, and they're mixed together in a wonderful way.
Women and Infants decided that we needed to have a new neonatal intensive care unit, and we knew we needed a new building to house this in. When the Carters first got involved with our campaign, they gave a challenge grant, and that inspired people to give more to the hospital. In fact, people would say to us, I'm going to give this amount. Is it going to be eligible for the Carter match? So it created excitement in the campaign. It really led the way. It is now a reality. It is a wonderful reality, and it's called the Carter Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. It is taking care of families and enabling them to participate in the care of their babies. What they do is going to make a difference for generations of Rhode Islanders for years to come.
They personify the idea that philanthropy is an inclination.
We would have a very different landscape for education, arts and culture, and healthcare in Rhode Island if it weren't for John and Letitia Carter.